just like spiraling now. There we go. Ta-da! We're on. Welcome everybody to episode 256 of the You Can't Comp This NBA Trading Card Podcast. We're your hosts, Adam, Amy, and Russell Gibson.
What's up, everyone?
We're a little bit early today on the live stream.
We are.
We've got a public holiday tomorrow, so we thought we'd get in before dinner. I don't know about you, but I might be hitting the bevies tonight. Anyway, I've got a day off tomorrow.
Any excuse, right? Honestly.
Yeah. Celebrating celebrations.
It's the Australian way.
Exactly. Yes. Be un-Australian of me not to celebrate.
Exactly.
Anyway, big week in basketball, is it?
There's always something going on, man.
All-Star game's on its way. Trade rumors everywhere. I don't know.
More injuries. That's probably the big thing for me this week.
Yeah, disappointing.
Giannis and Ja, that's like massive loss for the league.
Yeah, I was looking at like the quality of some of the injuries, and I keep questioning whether or not are they tactical injuries for trade deadline stuff, or is it a legitimate injury? Like,
totally.
They've got a strained, some unknown muscle that no one really knows about, and it's like, does that keep someone out of a game of basketball? Probably not.
That's a legit injury. That's a reason to keep someone injured, isn't it?
It's like they need to be in street clothes so they can leave at halftime of the game once they get traded. Shoutouts to Trae Young.
This week's show, we're going to talk about the Mount Rushmore of basketball cards.
Yes.
We're going to talk about SGA Kaboom, and this is the thing I would actually like to kick off with number one, but we've agreed to run at number two. We're also going to talk about Nikola Jokic, one of one that went for sale, a LeBron rookie that sold for 1.1 million. So I think we should definitely break that down. We're going to talk about Cooper Flag. We're going to talk about a burn that Mike Dunleavy delivered to Jonathan Kuminga this week. Unfortunately, we've got some bad news about Jimmy Butler. Steph Curry sale, which I think is going to be one for the ages. We've got a Kobe downtown for you, Ad, and a whole bunch more. So, guys, stick around for the next hour or so.
But first and foremost, I just wanted to say thank you to all the listeners and
100.
Open up by saying thank you for all the support that you give us week in, week out.
Yeah.
But if you do like what we're doing, there's other ways you can support the show. The first way, of course, is by liking our videos, by sharing the content, by commenting when we suggest that you make a comment down below in the comments if you're on YouTube or on Facebook or Instagram or one of the many platforms we're on. The other way you can support the show is by buying us a coffee. There's actually a link in every episode description where you can click on that. You can give a one-time donation, or you can give us an ongoing contribution for every episode that we do. So just search on the podcast description. You'll see the link there. Click that and follow that. But if you haven't got any money, of course, just keep doing what you're doing. Share our content, like it, comment, let us know that you're thinking of us.
100%.
Yeah.
It's awesome getting comments and stuff like that from people.
It is.
All right, so let's just sort of walk our way into this first topic. It's about the Mount Rushmore of card collecting. And we came into this basically on accident last week when we were going through the 2025 sales. But it's something that's been on my mind this week, and I've actually been really enjoying thinking about it. I put up a few posts onto different pages, and actually we've got so many responses we won't be able to read through them all. So guys, I'm sorry, but we literally just don't have the time to read through every single one. But I will just say this. Thank you so much to everyone that did comment.
There's a bit of competition now, right? They can't just give us half thought out answers that aren't meeting the criteria. And
well, we're
give us some quality. Give us some quality.
Right,
yeah. Paint the picture for us, Russell. I feel like we're taking a stroll through the national park. We're looking up at Mount Rushmore. There's a few souvenir stands. There's some smaller mountains. But
have you ever been there
in
real life? Yeah,
no.
Me neither.
No.
It's on my bucket list, though.
You haven't been there? Is that why Jordan's wearing a Lakers jersey?
So let's just start off with the actual picture that I put up. It was clearly a Temu version that was created by ChatGPT. It was Larry Jordan, Michael Johnson, and Hansel from Zoolander. That's who like the middle guy looks like to me.
Goodness gracious. It was good.
So starting with Instagram with the video that we put up, we've got Andy Cartwright 14, and we've got a massive shout out to Andy later on in the show too. Iverson, Duncan, Kobe, and Jordan, and I think that's a fantastic way to start.
Nice.
And I think the first and the obvious comment to attach to this one is that everyone's answer is going to be different, and all of these answers are going to be correct. And I think this is the fun part about the hobby, and it's also the fun part about this. You know, you can answer this from whichever way you want to look at it, from your own personal PC, from investing, from future investing, you know, however you want your Mount Rushmore to be. It's super cool.
That's it.
That new card smell, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Detlef Shrimp, and Ray Allen. So they're all Oklahoma/Seattle guys. That's the thread that I'm catching on that one there. That's a pretty cool list. Detlef Shrimp, I think all of these cards you'll be able to get really nice cards off for not too much money, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of Detlef, and I haven't seen a lot of Ray Allen autos. That's the only one. Yeah.
Any others?
Andy Cartwright again. We've got, how about players you think are undervalued right now with a potential upside? I'm currently looking at Keontae George and Jalen Johnson. Any more you can think of? So I think if we're doing this in the sense of the Mount Rushmore, I think the best way to do this is to go to that gem rate data and actually then break it down from that. So I think the answer there you'd be looking at is like Luka Doncic, SGA. You'd be looking at Cooper Flag, Anthony Edwards, because I think in my mind you're answering it in that sort of like Mount Rushmore sort of way. But actually, maybe the one who's got the most opportunity to grow is Steph Curry. I think if you're looking at him as an all-timer on the actual Mount Rushmore and the value of his cards that are still floating around, comparing it to like the big dogs is almost insulting in some ways. So that's how I'm going to answer that one. I think if you're looking at those sort of more like prospecting type guys, I don't personally think they should be on the Mount Rushmore. I think Keontae George is super risky because he's a Jazz guy, and I love Jalen Johnson, but his usage has actually gone down since they traded away Trey Young. And CJ McCollum is the point guard. So, yeah, look, I think...
Would you call it Mount Strollmore rather than Mount Rushmore?
Maybe.
I don't know. I just like for the prospecting one, it's probably not the big...
Yeah, 100%.
The big one. I don't know. Something like
definitely.
Your Timu image.
That's right.
Keontae George is not on the mountain.
Just really quickly on Jalen Johnson, though, it's too early to panic on that guy because the sample size with CJ McCollum is very small. But at the same time, CJ, give the rock up, mate. Give it to Jalen Johnson. That's where your bread is buttered.
Come on, a good mid-season overreaction and panic is always good before the All-Star game. Anyway.
All right. If we go to the You Can't Comp This Facebook page and we sort it by all comments, Amir came in first. So g'day, Amir. Hope you're well, mate. He's absolutely a friend of the show. 6.5 is the over-under for MJ in a Lakers jersey mentions. All right. So I don't know. I think we're going to be under on this one.
You reckon? There's a few.
So.
Actually, no, there's actually not that many. I think people just like the comment rather than... It's God, there's actually a lot of people that have had a crack at doing their own image. I like it.
100%. So Timothy Price, Jordan, and LeBron are easy selections as the first two for me. After that, I think there's a lot more debate. Yeah, I'm with you, Timothy. It's super hard. I've gone Bill Russell, 11 chips is crazy, and Steph Curry, as his players change the way the game is played as a whole. 100%, that's true. My Rushmore needs more than four heads, and 100%. And that's what makes this actually fun because you have to limit it down to four people.
But can I weigh in on that? I would argue that LeBron's not the top two lock on Rushmore. Hobby-wise, I don't think.
Sure.
I think it's Jordan. I think it's Jordan and Kobe.
Let's do your Rushmore.
Well,
let's go.
It's Jordan, Kobe, Steph, and then LeBron's my fourth.
Yeah.
Just because of longevity, I think. And that's hobby-wise. And I think there's a chance that he's in fourth and his spot's in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not debating any, like, where he sits in the greatest players of all time, but I'm talking hobby-wise. I think there is a clear 1-2 in Jordan and Kobe. But we'll see what happens with Steph and LeBron, because they haven't retired yet.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
definitely.
mean? Like, there's different circumstances around that, and the autographs are becoming more readily available for LeBron. Like, I don't know. I maybe there's a little bit of bias there, but I think the top two are definitely Kobe, and I think number 3 on that's Steph, without locking where LeBron ends up.
Yeah.
And that's
So
not shade at LeBron again.
for me personally, I'm going Hakeem and Fox. That's my 2 personal PC ones. And then for genuine like hobby choices, I'm going with Kobe and Steph Curry. And the reason I'm going with that is like I'm actually really scared of the MJ market at the moment. I think it's some of these prices that we're talking about week in week like actually scares me. Like I just really feel as though where is this Jordan stuff all going to end? Like, is it a bubble? Like, I really don't know. Whereas when I'm buying to Kobe, like, yeah, the prices have gone up a lot, but I still think there's a little bit more room there. And Steph Curry in particular, I think there's a lot more room for that to grow. So that's why I'm sort of going with it like that.
What if, and this is only a tiny segue. What if you had, if no interest in like the hobby in general, you came in and you go, you know what? I want a piece of art for my collection, and the piece of art I want is a sports card. And I'm going to get an athlete for each kind of thing. Who's your basketball hobby? It's Jordan. I mean, I'm a Kobe collector, and Kobe's at the top of my Mount Rushmore. But if I was to offer advice to somebody to buy one sports card,
Yeah.
it would be Jordan. And I think that puts him at the top of Rushmore. Like,
I think he's very liquid at the moment. I think you can buy and sell Jordan a lot, but
I think he'll be just as liquid in 20 years.
I think, yeah, and that's true. But I just think that there's some Jordan stuff at the moment that I think it's going to end badly for some people. Not all of it.
Really?
Yeah, I do, man. Like some of this stuff with the high pop that's selling for 20K plus.
But how does the narrative change about Jordan being the greatest of all time?
Because I think
I don't think it can. I actually don't think it can.
No, it's not going to. And I'm not even trying to argue that. What I'm just trying to say is that you have to look at each card individually. And yeah, like the common theme there is Jordan, but some of this vintage stuff does go up and down. Like it's not all money in the bank. And we've seen vintage fluctuate a lot, even in the last 5 years, or particularly in the last 5 years, but even in the last 2 years, like look at Duncan rookies, for example. They're being up and down like a roller coaster.
I think if there's anything that you can say this isn't crashing, it's a Jordan. I mean, I would say Kobe's at the top of mine, but
look, there's some Jordans you buy them and 100%. It's like it's a fantastic thing. Like that's definitely not that.
Interesting.
You want to do Mark Smith, mate?
Mark Smith. This is... he's actually gone and got the photo. I love it.
Yeah, he's killed that.
And there's a theme. It's just the San Antonio Spurs. We've had Coach Pop is the first coach that's getting some hobby
auto. It's not fun.
Hobby love. We've got David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Manu Ginobili.
Yeah,
that is that's a really cool. It's very very well done by the AI. I reckon someone pays more for their AI than they've got a subscription.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, 100%.
Gareth Fraser, Chamberlain, Jordan, Bird, Russell, tough leaving Magic, Kobe, West, Jabbar, Curry, Robinson off, but it's only 4 choices. 100%.
It's true.
It's tough. Yeah.
It's true. There's some good images here. Damo, Winterbond. We've got Kobe, Jordan. Is that Rodman?
That's Rodman, definitely.
And Kareem.
Yeah.
I like it. It's different. I mean, Rodman would probably just like the mountain wouldn't be standing if Rodman was on there, but
or they'd be doing a party.
There'd be a cave there. We'd just go in for like a party or something.
Yeah, and there'd be a pole in the middle and something like that.
I'm sure.
I feel like Damo was born in the '80s, though, and he grew up watching '90s basketball.
Yeah, I think there's an undertone there.
Yeah. James Gregory, Marvin Williams, Shaq, Vince Carter, Derrick Rose, and Carmelo Anthony. So I'm going to leave Carmelo Anthony off just to keep it to 4. But of course, Marvin Williams was James's number one. That's mint James.
I think maybe James is actually saying these are Marvin's. Marvin Williams's
his
top
picks,
four is Shaq, Vince Carter,
Vince
D Rose, Carmelo Anthony.
It makes more sense, really.
Yeah,
doesn't
there
it?
we go. What have we got? Got Oven Holland. We've got using some unholy mix of favourites and best. I would say Jokic, Curry, Patty Mills, and Boris Diaw.
I've never.
Who's more controversial being on Mount Rushmore, Patty Mills or Boris Diaw?
Oh, Diaw by far. I mean, I'm not too sure what's worse, Diaw or
I don't
Marvin
know.
Williams.
Are we on Mount Rushmore or are we at the souvenir stand down at the bottom of the mountain? I'll tell you what, this is... You know how like you go and buy knock-off souvenirs and it's like, what's that?
You mean the Temu ones?
Finding a Batman in your Marvel Heroes box of toys.
Robbie Young, Jordan, LeBron, Luka, Steph Curry. Yep, that's a good one, man.
LeBron for Kobe, and then I'll agree.
Yep.
Because I would take LeBron off for Luka if everything goes right. Although Matthew Hull doesn't agree.
He does not.
Not Luka.
That's his answer.
Is his answer.
And I asked him to clarify, but he was just like, "Yeah, that's it. Not Luka. Done."
Oh goodness. Yeah, I think that's a. Can I put a vote in for Tama Jr.'s one, which is the other image. It's Kobe, Jordan, Steph, and Luka.
Sick image, by the way.
Looks like Luka's in the wrong jersey. He should be in his Lakers one, but that's okay. Yeah. That's okay.
I feel like Kobe's mustache is like Jordan's mustache.
Yeah. Well, he emulated every part of his game. He may as well
grow his mustache too.
Yeah, grow the mo.
Yeah. Last one here, Jared Begg. For me, it's MJ and Westbrook as I PC them. We'll add Kobe and LeBron for the hobby impact. Yeah, that's
legit.
I feel like that's kind of how I answer mine, to be honest. I sort of did 2 and 2.
I just wanted hobby impact. I thought I'd try and obey the rules, and do the right thing. What have we got?
So I think we go to the Addicts one and just
Addicts ones. I've got a few out of here. There's some interesting ones. I was talking before about the potential of people going to the souvenir tourist shops at the bottom of Mount Rushmore and buying their own custom-made souvenirs. There's a few here. Yeah. I'll kick it off with Luke Adams, who's got Jordan, Magic, Bird, and Kareem. I would push it back and say we are talking about collecting Mount Rushmore, not the actual greatest of all time Mount Rushmore, but... And, no, just, look, each to their own. Elliot Dean, Kemp, Griffin, Ingalls, and Mills. That's it. That's like a little wheelbarrow with some stick figures for sale. That's an interesting Mount Rushmore, that's for sure. Maybe it's not Mount Rushmore, maybe it's down the road. It's one of the other lookouts. Where's another one? I saw a couple of funny ones here.
Cody Martin's.
Well, we've got one saying, I def wouldn't have Jordan wearing LeBron's jersey, that's for sure.
Okay.
So we're at 2?
That's one more for the over-under.
One more for the over-under. We're still on the unders. William Hogan, LeBron, Ray Allen, Jalen Suggs, and Vince Carter. It's a bit early to have Suggs up on...
I think Suggs is a PC choice at that point, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
I feel like... But it's your own personal Mount Rushmore. Feels like 100%. Some of these might have been built as sand pits out the backyard, but strictly... Okay, no, we've got... where's a good one? Dylan Brooks, Muggsy, AI, Kobe, Joker. I've got to take one off of those, so I'll take AI off because he's a no-show. Anyone in Australia would get that
too
joke.
soon for AI jokes not turning up to appearances.
Well, he's not turning up to this one, so we're going to have Dylan Brooks, Muggsy Bogues, Kobe and Joker on Mees. Right, what was the... there was a really good one back here, and it was cross-sport, and I wanted to read. Before I get to that one, Kyrie Hugh. We've got MJ, KB, RW, and Shaq. Kyrie has not responded to Russell's question of RW question mark. Joe Fu has suggested it's Rasheed Wallace. And clearly, I've been the adjudicator on this. It is Robert Williams.
Well, it could be Russell Westbrook.
No, it's definitely Robert Williams. There's that, and Kyrie hasn't said anything. So, what do you guys think? RW, the initials. Let us know in the comments and of the video. And
100%.
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Absolutely is. Look, I think we tie this one up here, Ad. Thanks everyone for jumping in and sharing all of your contributions. That was really fun to go through. We really appreciate it. I'm sorry if we didn't get to read out your answers. We just literally ran out of time.
Oh no, I've got the ultimate Mount Rushmore here. This is
you got one now?
The finale.
Right. Okay.
Lee Peel, the Hobby Mount Rushmore, Otani, Charizard, LeBron, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. Think he got LeBron wrong. It should have been Jordan, but
sure. The theme is correct though, isn't it? Yeah. Spreading out your wings, looking at all different investment sources.
100%. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, that was fun.
Neon Trading Cards, thank you so much for your ongoing support. Go to neontradingcards.com. There you'll find a huge array of breaks. Soccer, NBA, MLB, F1, AFL, NRL, WWE, Marvel. Find Neon Trading Cards on whatnot.com. They're one of the 3 Australian repackers on Whatnot. They're also a Topps and Fanatics direct breaking partner. So go check them out on neontradingcards.com for all of your breaking needs. Now, of course, and as always, Neon have been smashing out the breaks lately. They've been doing heaps of Topps Chrome, and they are listing breaks daily, breaking daily. Go check them out, guys. You will not regret it. Thank you so much to Neon for your ongoing support. Ads, we're back, buddy.
We are.
How you doing?
I'm good. That was a lot of fun, that last segment.
Yeah.
Fun.
Let's do a couple of shout-outs, and then we'll move on to our next segment.
Yes.
First shout-out is from Joe Fu. Had the thought today while listening to the pod, Washington are already very poorly ranked on both offense and defense. And Trae Young is actually a negative on defense, that whatever offense he generates is cancelled out potentially. So, wouldn't it be better for Washington to let him play, entertain the people, and sell some tickets, as opposed to him sitting on the bench for the rest of the season while still paying him $46 million to ride the pine? Because as we see, his trade value is clearly not great. I believe this goes into your theory, Ad. That the Wizards would actually be worse if they played Trae Young.
Yeah, I think there's little value in playing trade this season. Well, actually, there's probably is value in they want to tank, don't they? So run him.
That's what I thought you were saying the other week. I mean, I see why they're holding him out, though. I think that gives their rookies a chance to play. They've got a very young roster otherwise.
Regardless of his quality, though, like the fact is, if he's still a bit injured, let him get healthy.
I think that's the other thing too. Like, you just build up a bit of relationship equity with him, let him get healthy, pay him his cash, give him another bag, extend him out.
Well, he's a point guard, right? So if you have him in and around the playing group watching, he'll be able to actually fit in better when he physically starts playing more.
Yeah. Card Sharky Marky, just another shout out for this gentleman. Shared our content, gave us some shout out on his PC reveal stuff, but also to check out his content. He's doing a 4-part PC reveal series. It's actually looking really good.
Nice.
So I can't wait to see the rest of it, man.
Oh, we've got Andy Cartwright 14. Just want to say as well, I've been listening to you now for about a year, and your content is brilliant. I've just got into collecting cards, and your information on current, old, buy, hold, sell content is second to none.
Well, thank you, sir. That's all we can say on that.
Yeah, well, you say you can't comp this. Is that
maybe
really? No, you can. I don't know. We can.
All right. Moving into our next segment. This is about SGA, and it's really about Kabooms. And I think I'm just standing in my own echo tunnel at this point in time, and I'm sort of picking out information that suits my narrative, but I don't care. I genuinely believe that Kabooms are going to be the next PMGs, and I think we're starting to see some crazy sales on these. And I think we're starting to build up enough evidence that I'm not feeling so ridiculous in this sort of statement that I've made. So just this week, like literally within the last couple of days, the highest SGA card ever has sold, which was on January the 23rd.
So like 2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, and it sold for $432,000. Now, that's obviously the number one sale for SGA, and it's number 2 ever for Kabooms. And number 1 is a Tom Brady 1 of 1,
Yep.
which sold for $660,000. So obviously, different sport, different athlete.
Wow.
But at the same time, we're still talking about Kabooms. So I thought this would be a great time for us to break this down, a little bit further. What's your thoughts on this so far, Ed?
I think we've all agreed that the modern day PMG is the Kaboom. I think we've still got a ways to go to work out what that looks like in a relativity scale. Obviously, the PMGs having the smaller print run and Kaboom's coming out over a sequence of years, but I think there is a parallel, and we'll work out to a baseline at some point. I think they're a good investment, and these green 1-of-1s are definitely the cream of the crop.
Yeah,
is the way I see it. It's a 1-of-1, which puts it above your average Kaboom, even the gold one. But yeah, it's interesting that the top 4 are all sort of different sports. 2 basketball, 1 WNBA, 1 NBA, but yeah, we've got football, soccer, NBA, WNBA as our top 4.
Yeah, so we can actually just break down those a little bit.
Yeah.
So number 3 is Caitlin Clark at $340K. Messi is at number 4 at $192K. Number 5, we've got Tom Brady.
That's that same Brady though, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. So it's just sold 3 years apart.
3 years apart. Yeah. So it's actually 3x'd in 3 years.
Delicious.
3.5.
Good pickup, Ed.
Yeah.
Mahomes is next at 155, and then Klay Thompson, which we spoke about this on the podcast a couple of weeks ago.
Wanting to know if that was if that was a good spot for it.
110K, and then this is the one we can also talk about just really quickly. This is a Jason Tatum. It was a lot of 3, so it's the gold to 10, the silver Kaboom, and then his rookie green 1-of-1. This sold for $103,000, and I think if you're just direct comping that to the Klay Thompson, and that sold in August 2024, how much that will have gone up in that time.
That those 3 combined, if that's not bigger than the SGA, I'll be shocked.
Oh, really?
It's a rookie card, isn't it?
I think at the moment though, Shea is super hot. I think Tatum's injured at the moment. Yes, I do agree.
Oh wait, is the Tatum the rookie?
Tatum's rookie.
So it's a green 1-of-1 rookie. So color match to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
1-of-1.
All of that is true, man, and I'm definitely not disagreeing with you on that. But I think the market for Tatum at the moment isn't super hot. Whereas, do you know what I'm saying? Like SGA at the moment.
Sure, yeah. That bubble will burst.
I'm channeling my inner Zoolander right now. Just so hot right now,
I just like those 3 cards for 100K. That person's made a lot of money.
I think at least doubled, maybe tripled.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a pretty chill thing to say. Like if the Klay Thompson did 110.
I know, because it's got a rookie shield on it. It's just it hits that bit differently for me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, so my next 2 comments about this is actually you're talking about this being the cream of the crop. I actually don't like the green color that much. I actually prefer the silver. I think that's aesthetically pleasing. And the gold for me holds a very special place in my heart. Like the green is kind of an icky thing. But I was thinking about this. What color could they have used instead?
Black or nebula style.
I wonder if black didn't print well or something like that. But
what about nebula?
Yeah. Hang on a second. That with the Kaboom overlay. Oh man, that would have cooked.
That is the design.
That would have cooked.
That's a cosmic level explosion. Do you know what I mean? That nebula hit. Oh, they missed.
100%.
And they chose green. Ugh.
It's a weird color, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, even if they use the light blue that they used to use for the 1-of-1. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, light blue would even be better. Final thoughts on this, and then we'll bring some other cards into the conversation, and we will comp them directly to it.
While I do think they overpaid for the SGA, I do think the future trajectory of these cards is upwards.
Really? You think it's an overpay?
I'm still not. I'm still the jury. For me, I don't think SGA is a solid hobby investment.
Okay.
Too many parallels to Westbrook and Harden for my liking at the moment, aside from the championship thing. But
Yep. Alrighty, so our first card that we're going to comp to that SGA sale is from our friends at Card Letter. This recently sold on Fanatics Collect on, again, January 23rd. It is a LeBron James rookie card, number 250, the gold refractor, PSA 10. It sold for $1.1 million. I'm just going to discard that $10,000 was also added in there. It's just easier to say at 1.1 million.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's just do a really quick commentary on this, and then let's comp it straight back to the SGA. So I love this sale. I think this is very shrewd. There was a time when people were talking about MJ rookie cards being $1 million. I hate that for so many reasons because the print run's unknown. There's the fakes going around everywhere. This is number 250 and PSA 10. Like, this to me makes sense at $1 million. I've got no problems with this. I think this is not the top of the mountain for LeBron, so this is going to be a very long-term hold, but it's going to be totally fine. The super fun question about this, is this a Wondershine card?
Yes. Oh, is it a in their actual collection, or is it a card that they would get?
No. Is it in their collection? Like, do you think that Wondershine?
You reckon they're the ones that won it?
I mean,
look,
there's
potential.
Yeah,
it's potential. It's not the roundest of numbers, but it's also not the not roundest of numbers.
It's not a squiggly number though, is it?
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. It's.
What's your thoughts on this card?
Oh, look, I think LeBron rookie cards are going to see a rise in the coming years when LeBron's no longer playing in the league. So, yeah. Smart, wise investment.
All right, now let's comp this straight back. 1.1 million for the LeBron rookie, or we've got this green Cade Kaboom for 432K. So let's just call it 2.5 times. Sorry, SGA Kaboom.
If it was Cade, I'd have a different no.
Don't even know why I said Cade. But is he on my mind? I don't think so. Maybe he is in my subconscious.
I would
2.5 times. Let's just call it that.
Yeah, it's I think the LeBron's a smart investment.
That's what I think too. I think when you say it in those sort of terms, it's like, yes, there is a big difference in price, but it's not that insane sort of crazy way.
Yeah, but also, it doesn't shock me that there is a LeBron low-numbered rookie card that sells for that amount of money.
Definitely not.
SGA's is not a rookie card.
Yeah, that's right. That's the difference, isn't it?
And yes, you
pointed that out.
It's a rare. It's one of those rare things, like being the Kaboom, the green Kaboom. I get it, but this isn't. It's not his rookie year, so I'm not saying it's not valuable. I'm just saying that LeBron is way more valuable, and I would say more than 2.5 times more valuable.
That's right. Yeah, I'm definitely with you on this. All right, let's go to a break, and then we'll thread in a few more.
Find some other cards worth $500,000 to compare this to.
I'm not too sure I've done that, but there is some other cards we can talk about.
Good.
Alrighty, let's talk about the Hobby Hangout. Thank you so much to the Hobby Hangout for, again, agreeing to work with us. Go to tickets.oztix.com.au to get your tickets for the Hobby Hangout XL. The date is the 26th of April. The tickets are currently at $19.90. That is like the pre-sale price, and basically, as the pre-release goes on, the tickets get more expensive. I can confirm this is the fastest selling event so far in Hobby Hangouts history. So going on that trajectory, we're expecting this basically to be the biggest event that they've ever hosted. So very, very exciting time. 400 tables, sports cards, NBA, NFL, MLB, AFL, NRL, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, entertainment cards, live breaks, dedicated trading zones, free play areas, panels, speakers, and international guests. I can confirm we are going to be part of the paneling.
Yes.
And I can say, for me personally, I am excited, I'm honored, I'm flattered. I cannot wait to get there and give this a go again. So, Andrew, thank you so much for your ongoing support. Guys, if you're in Melbourne, check out the Hobby Hangout. you'll absolutely have a fantastic time there.
Be great.
And we are back. Adam, how you doing, buddy?
I'm great. I'm great. We're going to
All right.
comp some cards.
Let's do it. If you're just tuning in, we've just been having an ongoing conversation about the SGA green Kaboom 1-of-1 that just sold. And I've just found another card, which I'd like to thread into this conversation. 2015 Panini Flawless Nikola Jokic Platinum 1-of-1 from his rookie year. PSA 9, which I'm not too sad about. These flawless, big, thick cards are pretty tough to grade. In fact, a PSA 9 is very good for that card. It's sold for $176,900. So let's just call this half the price of the green Kaboom. I know that's not the right maths, but just for fun, let's do it like that. So you could have two of these Jokics, or you could have one of the Kabooms.
You can't. It's a 1-of-1.
Just humor me. Or you could have that and 176K. What would you take?
Take the Jokic.
I'm taking the Jokic 100%.
He's proven. He's a proven champion, a proven multiple MVP. Didn't steal anybody else's MVPs. In fact, SGA,
they were stolen from him, really, weren't they?
Well, yeah. SGA was given one of Jokic's ones. Let's just say that. That's my view.
Look, I like this a lot, and I like this for a couple of different reasons. The first thing is, I think traditionally he's been very undervalued in the hobby. And so maybe we're transitioning into a phase where actually people are starting to give this guy his dues, people are starting to respect him, what he does. And I think the easiest way to have a look at his movement is to look at his silver PSA 10. It last traded for $5,399, which is huge. It's absolutely huge. It's very, very close to his highest all-time sale, which was $6,000.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was during COVID time. In the last 3 months, he's up 36%. In the last 6 months, he's up 22%. In the last 12 months, he's up 68%. So, yeah, look, obviously for me, this is very bittersweet because I had this on my hit list. I didn't pull the trigger, and I kind of feel like the train has passed me by at this point in time. So, but I think those numbers are very representative of the hobby catching up to this guy. I think he was undervalued for quite a long period of time.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
opinion.
Yeah.
And I think that's the data to back it up. And now we're starting to see some of these more sort of fractional cards, going for big numbers. I actually think this is going to be undervalued long term.
I still would go the Jokic, but I would be mindful that this isn't that doesn't have it's not a logo, man. There's no auto. It is rookie. Is it rookie?
Rookie, correct.
Yeah. It does have the rookie. I was going to say, I was just having a look at the card up close. It does have the rookie emblem on it. So that whole
it doesn't have an auto or patch, but it does have a diamond.
It does have the little diamond in it. But yeah, it's not. These cards aren't, I suppose, as what's the word? Hobby. They don't have the same hobby presence as the Kaboom. Hobby presence is the right word. The Kaboom
so what
is
do you mean by that? So just elaborate on that, because I was going to say something completely different then.
Okay, so my thing is about hobby presence. Everyone, if we're at a point where we're saying that Kaboom is like the case hit of the future, which is the future PMG, right? It's the holy grail of autoless insert.
Sure.
Of this generation, right? With the previous generation being the precious metal gem.
Yeah. So
this is a really cool card, but it doesn't have that press associated with it. It's not as... I don't see cards like this shared regularly and people going, oh my god this, oh my god that. It's a very classy piece, but it's not media headline piece. Whereas Kabooms are all over the hobby.
So can I give my 2 cents?
Go for it.
So I think the problem with Flawless, and Eminence is the biggest victim of all this, it's not an accessible product for the majority of people. And so that's why you get that. And I think in a lot of ways, what Panini did, which was damn brilliant when you think about it,
Mm.
they put price points of product in a spectrum for people to access. Prism was by far the most popular, and then, I mean, they put Kabooms into all different products, but they were relatively accessible in comparison to Flawless and Eminence.
Mm-mm.
And so,
I mean,
Flawless, I think,
yeah,
in some ways, is a victim of their own success because those cards are so expensive and the boxes are so expensive. It's hard for people to get their hands on them.
100%, and that's the thing. So, and I guess to further demonstrate that point, the narrative that comes with a card like this is, of course, that's a $176,000 card. The box cost $25,000. It didn't. It was a different price point back there. But like in 2015, the box, just buying one pack of, was it Eminence or Flawless? Flawless.
So Eminence is trading at the moment at around 25,000 USD.
But for the first 5 years of Flawless, you could pick those up for a couple of grand a box. Right? Those ones. Right? But the starting point for these things are 10 to 20 grand, right?
It's like 20,000 Aussie at the moment now for Flawless.
And in order to hit this particular card, how many of these boxes would you have to buy? So it makes sense that card is worth 176,000, and I would even put that it is unders.
Yeah,
at
100%.
That price.
When you say it in those terms, 100%, it's unders. Yeah.
The SGA comes out of a product that's $500 a box.
Yeah.
That currently like $500 a box.
Yeah.
Like it's obtainable.
Oh, definitely.
So the Kaboom gets more media attention because as you said, they price themselves out of the market, and the everyday collector doesn't get access to this stuff.
No.
So that's why the Kaboom draws more presence, because it's got it's the people's card. It's the one that people could pull out of a box, get a gift for I don't know, a nice wife might buy a box for an anniversary or something. All right, it's probably pushing it, but you get a birthday gift. You get a box of
Prism,
Prism, yeah, whatever. Name the product, and you pull a Kaboom.
Yeah.
Right, and you go,
Still
oh my god, it's the one of one.
Way.
Yeah, but like for a $500 box or $1,000 box, whatever, you're getting a $400,000 card versus, hey, do you mind if I spend 25 to 30 grand on a box on the hope that I pull this maybe $200,000 card? It's just less newsworthy in my view, and I think it is. The Kaboom draws more of that attention and has more presence as a result.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway.
The last card in this series is not a high value card at all, but it is an SGA card. Just thought we'd toss this in and chew on the fat on this one a little bit. Add SGA 2018 Panini Prism rookie card, Choice Prism Tiger Stripe. I personally love this design. I think it's awesome. It's sold for $15,000. Population on this is 25. Market cap is 376,000. If you're looking at the graphic there, it's just a straight up to the moon there. In 2024, it was trading for about $4,000. And so, look, I like this a lot. My only slight criticism of this card is just the color or the lack of color match. I think you could look for maybe a different type of parallel that would sort of match this card. Yeah. But I would also say too, if you were picking these up for $4,000 a couple of years ago, congratulations to you. You've just 4x'd your
money,
your collection value. So yeah, good on you. Thoughts on this, Ad?
Yeah, look, that's a rookie card. Funnily enough,
it is. So all of his rookie cards didn't have the emblem on it. It was a print or Panini error on that. So that's it's a funny little thing with SGA.
Yeah.
Alrighty, this is going to be a really short one, and I don't even have a link for it, Ad. Sorry about this, but Topps have announced, similar to other announcements we've had recently with like LeBron James 23 patch, there's going to be all-star patches on the uniforms.
Oh, Luka had one.
Which will be given to Topps to put into product. And I believe what you're talking about now is there's also going to be one, like an all-star patch on the regular season jerseys too. But
I think was it just Luka that got one though? Because he got the most votes.
I'm not sure of all the details. 100% what I do know, they'll have a patch in the actual All-Star game, and I think
Yeah,
there'll
yeah,
also
yeah.
be something in the regular season too. I don't know what that is. So we'll keep you updated on that one. We'll give you an update on that
Yeah.
one next week.
Yeah.
But again, more innovations of Tops doing stuff that's going to, be put into product. It's just, going to be current. It's going to give
It
people
wasn't
chase
just
cards.
Luka trying to steal LeBron's spotlight and going, I want a patch too. I got the most All-Star votes. Can I have a patch? Like, LeBron's got his year 23 ones. And Luka's like, I want one too.
I mean, finding reasons to give particular athletes patches, I actually don't mind that.
I think if it's an occasion that needs to be celebrated, I think putting a patch so you can make it into memorabilia is sensible. Like, it's manufacturing the memorabilia, so to speak. But
100%. But if it's game worn and
Correct.
it like goes to a particular play, okay. So for example, right?
But you're not going to argue the toss on it, right? You get a Luka Doncic one with that came off the jersey that he wore that night. You go, I've seen that.
So for example, just say they made up a reason for Wemby to get a patch on his jersey. So they might say he's the current lead leaguer in blocks, like some weird reason like that, like whatever. No one's going to care because it's cool, and then you get some specific game worn memorabilia that you can put onto a Wemby autograph. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm going to give Tops their flowers when they do good stuff, and when they do crap stuff, I'm going to make a joke about it.
I do.
You know what I mean?
I think it's a fine line for them. I think they're doing well at the moment, and I think they've picked their occasions very well.
Yeah.
I worry that I don't think they'll cross it. I think they'll actually do a very smart. They seem to have rolled it out very well. Like, I wouldn't want to say, whoever, I don't know even who's in the competitions because I normally don't care on All-Star Weekend, but say Steph Curry is in the 3-point contest.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to see all the 3-point participants on All-Star Weekend with a patch. But maybe I want to see Steph Curry, if he wins the All-Star 3-point contest, with a 3-point contest one. But the question is, does he wear it for the rest of the season? Does he?
Oh, that's one they could do in that case then. All the entrants into the dunk competition and the 3-point contest, they get a patch for their jersey.
But is that
for the regular season,
yeah.
and then that goes into memorabilia.
But is that too much?
Or it's just a patch that goes on the jersey for the day.
Can you imagine Mac McClung running around in the G League with his All-Star patch on? Anyway.
And then that would make it like SSP then, like, truly super short print.
Yeah, that's fair.
One or two of them, that would be super sick.
Oh, okay. So participant so they wear their uniform at the 3-point shootout.
Yeah,
and they've got the patch on there, and that's
that patch
the
goes
one of
into
one
memorabilia. Yeah.
Okay, one of one contested.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
You'd be let down if the person that lost in the first round of the 3-point contest was the one that you pulled out of a pack. But anyway.
To be honest with you, I'd be pretty cool with that.
It'd be cool. But I just don't think they should invent too many reasons. I think they use the current awards and the current landscape. I think keep up the good work would be the...
My argument on that, though, that is like infinitely times better than the crap that Panini gave us. So it was like not even game worn, not event worn, non-game associated.
We're not sure what this jersey was used for. In fact, this bit of material...
It wasn't a jersey. It wasn't even a jersey. It was just them just like cutting out pieces of material and sticking it into cards. Like, come on.
This material's verified to have come from the same factory where the material was
in China, where the other... I mean, come on. Like, what are we talking about
here? Fair. Yeah. Oh, God.
US Sports Cards Australia, thank you so much for your ongoing love and support of our show. We cannot thank you enough. Go to ussportscardsaustralia.com.au. There you'll find sealed product, breaks, card protection, and of course, Ross's beloved water pistols. Now, Adam, I believe you want to talk about this for 2 seconds.
First of all, thank you, Ross, for the lovely Christmas present.
Yeah.
I got some of those magical water pistols, and might I add, I wasn't aware that they were battery operated, but I did find that out, and I had to screw off the little panel, and I got one of these little screwdrivers, so anyone playing at home can see the little screwdriver in my hand. Tiny little one. I had a moment where I needed one of these tiny screwdrivers. It was to help with one of my Pokemon accessories. Anyway, the other day, it was an emergency. I'm like, I need a tiny screwdriver. Where am I going to get the water guns? And was Ross, you've saved the day. Battery has been changed thanks to
Christmas ghost. Really,
It is. It was. So yeah, thank you for the not just the water pistols, but the handy screwdriver.
Don't forget Ross's consignment service. So when you go onto the website, click the three little noodles, go down to Check Out My Cards Australia. When you do your submission to it, it'll cost you 9 cents. All you need to do to qualify for this 9-cent offer is write, you can't comp this onto your form. That is a promo for our listeners. Thank you again, Ross, for your ongoing support. Adam, we are back. This is the final quarter.
The last quarter. It's crunch time.
We're not going to get through it all today. There's no way we're going to get through it, but I would actually
I don't think there's been a week where we have got through it all.
All right. Cooper 1 of 1. Let's just try and do this as quick hitters and we'll see what we can do here. This is from the Collectible Guru. This actually was pulled a while ago, but we haven't got down the run sheet. 14th of January, this got pulled. Topps Chrome Super Refractor 1 of 1 rookie has been pulled at We The Hobby. His 45th anniversary Chrome Super Refractor has just set his sales record of $180,000 last month. What do you think this card will sell for, Adam?
I'm sure we announced that this was pulled, but I don't think...
It's possible that I've had my old man brain on.
That's true.
I think
200K.
Pulled. So there was the original, and then there was the 45th anniversary one.
So there's 2 one of ones.
Yeah.
Oh, so you should have used these instead of the Jokic.
Yeah, could have.
You had 2 of these, or the SGA, and I'd probably take these. But
so of all the cards we've spoken about today, I would rather all of them before this one, honestly. With that, except
I want both of them. I want both of the one of ones.
Yeah, okay.
Just so I could say I have 2 one of ones and really confuse people.
That is actually a banging call. So you're going to take the Jokic and the Cooper?
No, I take both the Coopers.
Oh, okay.
Just so I can say I've got 2 one of ones.
In that case, I'll take the Cooper and I'll take the Jokic, and then we'll leave the SGA green. Yeah, that's nice. Alrighty, our next card here, again, is from Twitter, @Cards Boulevard, a long-term hold, 2012 National Treasures Kobe Bryant logo and patch, 1 of 2, PSA 10. In April 2016, this sold for $7,999 and has just recently sold for $456,000, which makes a 5,601% increase. I think at that margin, you have to sell it, don't you? You can't hold on to that any longer.
You could. You could. It depends. Do you need the money, or do you just want to hold it? What was the purpose of getting it?
I mean, that's a bucket load of cash, man.
It is. You can literally buy a house with that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not a house, but close.
Jonathan Kuminga got burnt this week after he requested a trade. The general manager, Mike Dunleavy Jr., replied with, "You can make a demand, but there has to be a demand for your services," in reply. So I think that is exceptional.
I love it. When you make a demand, there needs to be demand.
I love it on so many different levels. So kudos to you, Mike Dunleavy.
Take that, Kuminga.
I think that's a fantastic way to put him back in his place. Unfortunately, he's now injured with a high ankle sprain. And further, unfortunately, Jimmy Buckets has had a season-ending injury. In terms of hobby potential, this doesn't really move the needle very much, if at all, for Jimmy Buckets. What does matter, though,
my NBA...
is Steph Curry.
No, my fantasy team is cooked.
Yeah.
My NBA fantasy team is cooked. Thanks,
Jimmy.
It
will definitely hurt some fantasy teams, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, he was my starting small forward, anyway.
Speaking of Steph Curry, 2023 Prism Mania Steph Curry PSA 9 sold for $2,100 on January the 16th via best offer on eBay. I am giving this the 2 thumbs up A++ sale. The reason I say this, because this is a true SSP. The population on this is unknown, but it's overall very, low. They're tough to grade. There's not many 10s. Obviously, there's 9 9s. I think at that price point, you just put that away for 20 years and you bring it back out. I don't think it's going to do Kobe flawless numbers that we just saw, like in terms of 5,000% up, but that will 10x, no dramas at all. I really think that is just whoever did that. I'm proud of you. Congrats to you.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. 2016 Panini Studio Kobe Bryant from downtown PSA 10 sold for $188 in 2020 and sold for $16K.
Can I just say this is a sore point for me?
I mean, I feel bad about the Nikola Jokic rookie card, but when I see stuff like this, I'm like, I just wish I was smarter.
I remember selling one for $150 in like 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. To someone that was completing their set, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like they came after me because they knew I had the Kobe's. And I'm like, fine. Yep.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Yep. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It wasn't graded. Mine was just raw, but
yeah.
Anyway.
Alrighty. Now, this next one, we haven't spoken about jambalayas for a while, so I'm actually glad that another one popped up. If you want to use the phrase little brother or little sister, little cousin of a PMG, it's the jambalaya. 1997 Skybox X 2001 Kevin Garnett jambalaya. PSA 9 sold for $3,000. And I think if we're going to use comps within our show, just comp it straight back to the Steph Curry. That was a PSA 9. This is a PSA 9.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, look, I love this card. I think this is the same thing. It's sort of a lower end, lower graded. It's a lower player. It's Kevin Garnett. It's not Steph Curry. I get all of that. But again, the actual card, the collectible part of it, this is very, very collectible. And I think, again, we're sort of in this like weird era where PSA 9s are considered to be the same price as Raw. But there's also massive exceptions to that rule. And here's one with the KG and there's another one with the Steph Curry. You know, like there's nothing wrong with buying PSA 9s at the right price and just putting them away because it's a good purchase. So again, congratulations to this KG buyer. I'm not going to give it the 2 thumbs up that I gave to the Steph Curry, but it's very, very close to it. I can only do 2 thumbs up once in a show, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hey, man, we're doing well. We're getting through this.
We are.
Yeah. Anthony Davis, and this is kind of one of those ones where I hope no one in our listener base has been affected by this. Anthony Davis, National Treasures. It's a little bit hard to read that. I think that says 12-13. It's his rookie patch autograph, number to 5 from National Treasures.
12-13 rookie
Thank
patch
you.
auto.
My eyes aren't that great. It sold in 2021 for $181K. It last traded for $7,136. Yeah, I think COVID messed up a lot of people. It really did. And look, I think in some ways using that particular stat is a little bit misleading because there would have been a whole bunch of sales before that, after that. You know, you could have picked
in between
anything along in between. But for the actual impact, I get it. Credit to the real guy, 27 on this one.
Yeah, 100%.
He does some good content.
Look, the font in that one looks like a JB Hi-Fi commercial. Anyway,
it does, doesn't it, man? Maybe they stole the same
probably
template. Yeah. All right, I got a question for you on this one. Do you think at $7,000 that's actually a good buy?
No.
Okay.
I'll buy I'd buy a Jokic rookie.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, maybe if you're an AD collector, I don't think AD's hobby relevant personally. He's never really been at the forefront hobby wise.
Yeah.
And I have to think about it whether or not you would. Personal preference is just that, personal preference. Like, I've got my Julius Randle collection and my Scottie Pippens, but they're not the cards that I'm not like, oh, $8,000 for a Julius Randle 1 of 1, blah blah blah. Would that be good? And I'm like, pretty insane actually. Like I good at it because I like the player. Like there are different levels of.
There's different reasons for buying cards.
Yeah. And I just think as the broader the market, it goes back to supply and demand. There's less people like me who like Julius Randle than there are people that like Jordan. Really simple one, right? But like Anthony Davis's fan base is not large.
There's not the same liquidity in Anthony Davis as Jordan. I could not agree with you more on that one.
But and I just like, if you're an Anthony Davis collector, $7,000 for that card might be really good.
Amazing. My only 2 points I would put in to sort of counter that is that I'm going to put him into the category of his value is less than what his talent is. I think this guy is super talented. He's actually got a pretty good resume. He's got the Team USA resume, the #1 overall pick. He's got a championship. I wouldn't rule him out getting a second championship at some point in his career. Like, he's that type of talented guy where if the injury luck rolls his way, he's on the right roster. Like, he's that good at basketball that he can actually win a championship for your team. And the other thing too is that obviously this is a very long-term play, what I'm now going to talk about. I think if you bought this for $7,000, at one point in the future, he's going to have his moment in the sun where everyone starts buying him for some weird reason. You know, people, it's like Shaq. He's just spiked hard recently.
I think Anthony Davis has had his window. I think, honestly, that 180K time was his time. But, like, I think we're in the decline of the career. Because Pelicans AD was where you'd see the gain, and then he went to the Lakers, and now he's just being shopped around. Like, they're getting cents on the dollar in Dallas for him.
When I say in the future, I mean like 10 or 20 years away. So just I should have been more specific.
Oh, you mean history? Oh, I don't think as far as big win goes.
They're gonna look back at this guy and go, actually, look, he's a pretty good veteran. He's probably a bit under, you know what I mean? Like Duncan's the same. Like he goes up and down.
I don't know. So, do you know one place I guarantee he won't be?
Where's that, man?
Mount Rushmore. Yeah. Brutal.
I do not have a Jordan to finish with today, but I do have a LeBron James. Oh, we're going to edit this out.
No, you don't. Can I have a guess at what that is going to, the final sale on that one is? I'm going to guess $1.1 million.
You're like some type of savant.
Plus 10 grand onto that. Yeah, I saw that. I was having a read. I actually should have got a Kobe 81.1 that where's my story on Instagram?
Do you want to pause and we'll finish off with the Kobe?
Yeah.
All right, we'll pause.
Kobe 81 point game card. There was a thing on it.
We should definitely finish with Kobe this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely, we've got to find a Kobe. Oh, I shared a card. I can't find it anywhere.
Just any Kobe Bryant, man.
Yeah, true. Let's go to card ladder.
I've paused recording, so just let me know when you're ready, and then I'll start recording again. And then I'll intro it in.
Yeah.
And then you like, you know what I mean? You do it like this. You run this segment, you know? Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to...
This is your boy.
I can't find an 06, can I? I really wanted to make it poetic because it is the 20th anniversary of that.
Yeah, man. Take your time. It's fine.
2003.
For people watching on YouTube, this is the...
This is where the magic happens.
That's right.
More cards.
We do try and keep this time down to a minimum when we normally do it, but every now and again,
I feel like
we will make content on the run.
I've done Kobe dirty, I feel.
Nah, not at all.
Because it's the 20th anniversary of the game. Maybe there just wasn't enough cards in 2006. No good ones anyway.
Do a Kobe.
There we go.
Go on.
Exquisite collection.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm just trying to find view all sales. All right. Well, it's a 2006. I just thought that would be appropriate. 2006-07 exquisite collection.
You good?
Yep.
Alrighty. So our last card for this week is going to be paying tribute to the one and only Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yes, only a couple of days ago, it was the 20th. That's right, the 20th anniversary of the 81-point
Stuff like
game.
this, man, makes me feel old.
It's insane. That I still think a player will break that 81 points, but that was a hell of a feat.
Who's going to get 81, man?
Luka.
Yeah.
Luka's got close. Didn't he have a 70 or 72? Something like that. But Luka, yeah.
Edwards, Wemby. There's a few.
Yeah, there's a few that could go off
fire.
like that. Yeah. We just absolutely catch fire. Kobe to finish. 2006, 2007, exquisite collection, limited logos. Kobe Bryant patch auto, numbered to 50. Last sold in 2022 for $27,000. My final question here is, what would this sell for today? And I'll give you my answer. I just add a 0.
So we had that Kobe sale already in the show today, didn't we?
The downtown.
So we had the Kobe patch numbered to 2, and that sold for 456.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that sells for like...
That's just a logo, man. There's no auto on that.
Yes. So maybe your one sells for like 800.
800. But it's numbered to 50. It's not a one of one. I would say this is probably a 200k card.
Okay.
Maybe less. Maybe it's just... But yes, it is a 2006 07 card, so I'm trying to get the 20... Trying to get the relativity to that 20 years. There is actually one with his finger in the air that celebrates the 81 points that someone has in their collection. I don't think they recently sold it, but what a card. And what a game by Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, banging.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Adam. Thank you so much to all our listeners at home. Thank you, everyone who supports us on Instagram, socials, We love it. Thank you so much.
We do. Thank you for another great show. Thank you to all the listeners on Central Coast Radio. Thank you to those that are liking, subscribing, and leaving comments on the YouTube. We really appreciate it. Russell, thank you for all the work you do with our socials, with the Instagram, the green screening now.
Oh yeah, I know.
Your 2026 resolution is learning to be a content producer.
Technically, it was my 2025 thing, but I just got around to 2026. That's very Russell.
Applying your craft. Thanks, everybody, and until next week.